The British pound, on the index we have a sell signal, and if you look at the spot cash, we actually have a buy signal. It's upside down. This here is a buy signal. On the index we have a sell signal. Okay. Every day in the market you always see something different and learn something new. I haven't seen that in a while. Okay, if that's the case, then what we are going to do is we're going to be really cautious in this setup, because we're going to take the major trend now as our guide. Okay, the major trend is the one that's going to give us the guide, if you will, of which way our bias should be. And in this case, as you can see, the major trend is to the downside. This has been a very big range, or a very big consolidation, which has been going on now for more than 2 years, and it will, as you can see, it is pretty much looks like a triangle. I mean, it's one of those coiling effects that you have, and it is narrowing. As you can see, this is just an indication, and again, this is, as you can see now, it's narrowing and narrowing and narrowing. So probably we are still, our bias is that this thing should break to the downside, specifically because we have this view on for the dollar, and as I said, that this is a powerful setup, and we're looking at our entry to the long side, and the dollar is another about 20 points. So the bias in this case is still to the upside, and we're looking for the pound to move lower. But we always trade what we see, we don't trade what we think. So since I have a buy signal over here, we're going to respect it. So we will take a buy above the high, and we're going to short right below these lows. So having the pound close at 155.45 is a pretty good close, because our entry on the long side and our entry on the short side is very narrow to each other. So if we look at the intraday, it might be a little bit clearer. As you can see, got the multiple days over there, these highs, so we will buy it above the high of the day, which is the 155, somewhere around the one. We'll buy it right above there, around 155.60. We'll buy it above the 155.60. This, if you look at the chart as a whole, this is still in a downtrend. This is a big gift. This is a big gift, and we should be looking for a further decline to the downside. So now I don't know if this close, I mean, the one concern that I have is, it's not really a concern. I mean, this is pretty much, that's a pretty strong close. Anyway, we'll respect what we see, and then so we will buy this thing above the 155.60. That's going to be our buying point. And if I do take it right there above the 155.60, which is over here, I'm going to place my stop below this area. So my stop is going to be the 155.25 when it breaks below this area over here. So this is going to be my stop. On the short side, I'm going to take it when it trades below these highs. So I'm going to take it below 155.25, which is my long stop. In this case, if it comes down, that would be a stop and reverse. So I'm taking it short somewhere from here. And if I sell it at 155, make it 20. At 155.20, I'm going to place my stop above 155.40, which is above those. And I have a structural point above that of 155. $156.51, and my structural short is the, let me see what my structural short is. Structure short point is the 153. I tell you what, we will take this here as our breakout point, because this is a pretty decent point right there. It's pretty much one and the same. So I will take that structure as 104.09. So my structure short point to the downside is the 104.09, 154.09. Okay, so for the so we're going to buy it above 155.60, and if we buy it above that, because we do have a buy signal on the daily chart and we have a sell signal on the index, so we respect what we see. We'll take it above 155.60 when we make sure that it clears this range over here, and we're going to place our stop below 155.25. On the short side, we're going to short it below 155.20, i.e. below the market side. And if I go short at 155.20, I'm going to place my stop right above here, which is the 155.40. There is a structure point above here, which is the 156.51, and there is also, we're going to take this point as a significant point to the downside. It's not a structure point, it's a significant point, and we're going to take it from there. If it breaks, it's going to take us all the way down to the 153.46. Okay, that is the pound dollar. Let me save the